Hey, Sharice, baby, how you doing? What's up, baby? Let y'all come into the room. Y'all like this video, please. On the way in, like this video on the way in. I definitely would appreciate it. And y'all know what this is about. Y'all saw the title. Why are we bringing up old news? Why are we bringing up old news, y'all? I don't understand it. I'm good, baby. Thank you for asking. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I can't comprehend it. You know, it just is what it is. Someone needs to help me out with this. Hey, Sammy, baby, how you doing, you guys? Um, So yesterday, a lot was going on. That was a lot happening yesterday. Was I was at work trying to catch up. I was at work trying to keep up. I was at work just trying to, gather myself and find out what's really going on. Why are we bringing up old news? What I'm talking about is when you bring up randomly, "What's up, Fayette, baby? How you doing?" Um, Stuff that happened 3 years ago, out of nowhere whatsoever. I just don't understand why you're doing that. I just come to the conclusion that you are bored, you are messy. Hey, the hood tail baby, what's going on, baby? What's up? Sorry, Lily, how you doing? I don't understand why you're doing that. So what I'm talking about is this. Yesterday, we all know Giovanni was not Maddie's ex-manager. Made a video yesterday, and basically the video is basically him addressing what goes on, and I'll catch the parallels to what I'm going to say right here now. Catch the parallels. Giovanni made a video about Maddie talking about him behind her Patreon, but yet coming on to her YouTube channel and other social medias out that's publicly done, not looking as if saying she's not talking about him, that she's not worried about him, that she's not pressed or stressed about him. But yet on the Patreon behind the thing where she getting people to pay for is he is being talked about by name by her. But in the public was not. It's as if she's not worried about him was not. Did that sound familiar? I'm just saying. We all see it happening over here as well on this end. And so he addressed that, whatever, and basically spilled some tea, showed some receipts, and did all the things that he does. And we know Giovanni was not. He pretty much is a nice person. He doesn't, do a lot of craziness with that. He only responds when he feels that he has been attacked or he can't stand or stomach anymore of what's going on. Exactly. Right there. Hey, Sephora, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Hey, Curly. What's up, baby? How you doing? And so, hey Israel, baby, how you doing, sweet? Good morning. And so, in the midst of Sean, I really don't like to say that name, but anyway, in the midst of Sean telling the story, he dredges up this story to insert himself into the situation was not, and he asks a question about what really happened, what was down, with this whole situation where Michelle Etienne and Kaya, I guess the story was going around with that Maddie was in cahoots to try to quote unquote kidnap and sexually assault. That sounds familiar too. Doesn't that sound familiar, y'all? Remember the Housewives when Portia and Candy had that little conversation outside at the restaurant? I'm just saying all these little parallels are just popping. You know what I'm saying? That what's up, Rick? How you doing, baby? You know, where Maddie was going to kidnap and sexually assault Michelle Etienne. Okay, whatever. That right there, I'm like, this is a plot from damn Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all get the hell over it. You know what I'm saying? Get the hell over it. Like, stop it, y'all. Not original at all. Anyway, so he brings that up, but then he said, "But what? Why was they saying that that you were pimping me out? That I was doing the sexual favors for you? Well, that's kind of believable, was not? Because it's not believable that you are a dick pig and you know what I'm saying, chasing dick. So that's kind of believable. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Then Gio responded to Sean because when Gio said in the video when he responded to Sean, he said that someone sent that information to him. Was like, it's not like he was watching you and he was like, oh my god, Sean Bradley mentioned my name, so let me I have to respond. No, he just said basically in his response to you, this little 6 minute response he did to you, he said, "Hey, this is little baby. How you been? Where you been, baby? It makes no sense to me. It had nothing to do with you." Basically, but that's what I got from Gio's response to Sean. It wasn't like he was saying, "Oh man, da 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 da," and yeah, we cool. Da, da. No, he basically was checking you. Gio was basically checking Sean, saying what's happening has nothing to do with you. What's going on has nothing to do with you. I don't know why you even brought yourself into this. Was not what happened 3 years ago. Was not just in there. And the only contact we have with each other was this girl who basically knew both of us, X, Y, Z. And he said that, and he didn't know anything about. I mean, then Sean also brought up Alexander Rogers as well, because I guess he said Alexander Rogers and him was, I guess, being pimped out by G or whatever, whatever. So G was like, no. Only way I knew Alex was that when I went to New York and realized that he was a person that was doing some kind of sex situation, where there's in there not sexual like activity, but like some kind of sex conversation, X Y Z. And then so, and Gio's comments was not, people was dragging Sean, of course. People was talking because everyone was wondering why the hell you brought yourself into something. If you're gonna talk about what's going on and what happened, whatever, that's fine. But don't insert yourself into a situation that makes no sense. And so, with that, you know, so with that, Sean responded, "Oh my God, thank you, Gio, for responding to me. I really appreciate it. Was not and da 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 da. And I'm so happy that you said that was not da da da." I'm like, why are you kissing ass? Where's that bitch in the bottle? Where's that motherfucker that talk all this shit like this? I'm like, dude, like I don't really understand what's going on. Like, why is it that you is kissing this man's ass? And first of all, why did you insert yourself into something that doesn't belong to you? And why are you kissing this man's ass? Because he responded to you. Then, based on the comments, whatever, he cussing out Miss Creole. He's cussing out Gina, Queen of Talk Was Not. It's just trying to drag and talk shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, there was 1,001 comments in that chat that you could have responded to. Why are you responding to those two ladies? Something else I understand, and I was wondering. Then, um, yeah. Then, he was talking about, well, the reason why I asked you that was because you said that you like white men. That have nothing to do with it. That's not what he said. See, people like to switch stuff up. People like to make things more than what it actually is and add things to stuff that doesn't belong to. He said that Mary and CS said that they're not cool because he have dated white men. I don't know if he exclusively date white men. I don't know if that's all he dated was not. But at the time he was talking about the situation that was going on, whatever, he said that he was dating a white guy. Hey Jada, what's up, baby? Which is fine. And everyone else is in the chat. Y'all welcome, welcome, welcome. Like this video, please, if you don't mind. And so I'm like, I don't get it, I don't get it, I don't get it. Then he was like, well, y'all just mad. They were just mad because Gio made a video and responded to me. Gio made a video, yes, and he did respond to you, yes. But it was not like a friendly response to me. It was more like he read you on a slick tip. It was like he actually read you and clowned you and checked you and told you to keep your ass out of his motherfucking business because he don't know you, bruh. That's what I got from the response that Gio did. And then what really got me was you act like everyone was upset because Gio was he did read them so far. Yes, he ran up. He ran up. That was that was a read video. Basically saying, bitch boy, get your motherfucking keep my name out your goddamn mouth because I don't know you. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Talk about the situation at hand and move the fuck on. Basically, that's what I got from the situation. And so this says, oh no, you're right. He very much gave girl, I don't know you. Why are you talking about me? Keep my name out your mouth. That's what he gave in that response. And so with that, You saying that everyone was mad because first of all, I don't know who everyone was because it was only everyone that was talking about you was and checking your ass, and that thing basically was saying the same thing, that you're thirsty and you're desperate for content was not. I'm just saying it is the weekend. We know how you do it on the weekend was not, you know. And so everyone was jealous. No, you must have been hurt. Your feelings must have been hurt when you realized that Gio actually was inside Brianna's Petty Simone. Well, sorry, Brianna Simone Pettyville's actually communicating and conversing with not only the chat but also, hey, Tracy baby, how you doing? Um, but with Brianna. And if you were so this and that, whatever, you would have pushed him over to get 1,000 yesterday. You didn't. Him being in Brianna's chat pushed him over 1,000. You see how that worked? So no one was jealous because he made a video on reading you. No one was jealous that he made a video checking you and telling you to keep his name out your motherfucking mouth. You must have been hurt and jealous that Brianna, the person that you hate, that you don't like, that's constantly checking your ass, helped Gio get over 1,000 people and his subscribe to him. Because when you made your video was not trying to shout him out or try to lick up under his balls. He maybe got a couple little club chat people was not. But when Brianna was just talking and letting us hear his video was not, that's when he was thrust over 1,000. It just makes no sense. So, Sean, what type of power or clout were you trying to chase yesterday? Or do you do what you always do on when the weekends come and what's not? You try to insert yourself into some drama under the guise of, oh, let me actually talk about it, but let me insert my little piece into it so I can make sure that people think that I was involved. Bitch, no, you were not involved. What you talking about happened 3 years ago, and no one even knew what the fuck you was talking about when you brought it up. Even people in club chat was like, huh? When did that happen? What's going on here? XYZ, LMNOP. Because no one was paying attention to you. You do what you always do when your name is dry in these streets. No one's talking about you as not unless they're reading you. And then you want to insert yourself and try to make yourself hot and pop. No. And shout out, first of all, shout out to the Hop On Pops. I love that, Jada, when you say the Hop On Pops, the world famous lipstick and cover band. That's so funny to me. I love it. But anyways, yeah, no one was talking about you. No one was mentioning you. No one was reacting to you. No one was responding to you. And when Gia responded to you, like I said, he read the hell out you. He told you to calm the fuck down and sit down. Sit back and watch. Stop trying to insert yourself. What you talk about have nothing to do with anything. It was very sad to watch it for. Like I'm like, oh my god, you're so desperate. And you're the YouTube best kept secret. No, you have to the YouTube best kept secret. Everyone knows about you as that. Everyone knows of you ever, and no one cares. That's what. Oh, I'm getting to that in a second, Tracy. Don't run ahead of me, baby. Don't run ahead of me. But yeah, and it's like, what are you doing? Everyone knows about you as not, but no one cares. Not one person cares. And when people do talk about you as not, they're pretty much they're dragging you. That's how it happens. And then you threw a little shade at James, was not, and we all caught it. James caught it. He waited till about 3 o'clock in the morning when I was coming home from work. We were saying he did it just for me. Y'all know that, right? I'm playing. No, he didn't. No, James waited till like 3 o'clock in the morning when I was coming to work, was not, and popped you, checked you, corrected you, made it seem as though, like, I mean, he said, you're trying to distract and you're trying to tell someone else's business, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you still haven't addressed your own business. What's going on with you on these streets? What's happening with you on these streets? Tucking piss behind balls of young men just to get them to pass a drug test for a job that they didn't keep. Compression shorts, telling your friend about compression shorts of your underage foster child. Mind you, you told James when the young man was of age, but the story that you was telling was when he was underage. All these questions that we have or have had have not been answered. All the questions that we have and have had was not even thought about or talked about. The fact that, what I'm saying, what happened to Pay Pay, you know what I'm saying? Did Cynthia really hit Pay Pay? Because we all saw the video when he screamed, what I'm saying, she hit me. We all heard her say, I'm gonna hit him in his mouth, come get this boy. Hey Deanna, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? We've all seen these things, heard these things, but none of these things have ever been answered. Do you understand? They beat Pepe out of the house. Beat Pepe down boots, baby. So yeah, there's so many different questions that you could be talking about with that will give you commentary, opposed to you having to insert yourself into something that has nothing to do with you. It makes no sense to me that what you're doing, what you're saying, how you're doing it, how you're saying it, what's going on with you, what's not, does not make any sense. Make it make sense, people. You know, at some point, you need to just own up to what's going on, talk about what you did, talk about what's going on with you that give you your own original content. So you tell your own original story. Something must have been found, or I know what happened because you told me the story, but I won't be that mean and vindictive to talk about what happened. But something must have happened for him to be, for not only him to be out your house, was not, but all the children that was in your house taken out of your home. I'm just saying, something must have happened. And James made a good point when he said that you try to surround yourself with more talented people. So therefore, that's why you try to surround yourself with certain people, such as James. Try to surround yourself with me. Remember when we first started talking, I told you, "Hey, Paula, baby, how you doing? I'm fit. Yes, he is. Remember what you, Sephora? Don't be picking up on everything that I say, baby. um, don't forget when we first started talking last night. I told you, I'm not a substitute for James. I'm not. Don't use me as a rebound from James because we have some of the same talents that you may want to acquire. Remember, like I said, I told y'all this before. He wanted me to quote unquote be his stylist. You can't afford me as your stylist, baby. You can't. But I told you, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to use me as a substitute for James. We have some of the same talents and the same things, but I'm not James. I'm not your rebound stylist. You're a rebound fashion person. Was not. You're a rebound person that will make you stuff. Remember that? I told you that. I know you do, baby. I know you do. So yeah, so James was right when he said that you try to surround yourself with talented people. It's not because you know that you're not talented. You surround people. And even you said it was that you put people in place to do things that you can't do. Oh, thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You know, so yeah, what is it that you were trying to do yesterday? What is it that you was trying to accomplish yesterday? Because I'm confused. Everybody could be down. Oh, thank you guys so much. But yeah, I'm just confused. Like everyone else who told the story was not just basically told the story of what Gio said. Brianna just played the video with that so we can all hear what he said with that and didn't add anything to it. But her commentary about what she said and some questions she may have asked. And she was even respectful enough to even ask him. Yeah, be safe, Rick. Drive safe. Um, And she even asked him, "Is it okay that she?" I'm saying, well, she didn't ask him. She just said, "I'm playing the video was not da da da." But he obliged that. You're so disrespectful that you can't even, you know what I'm saying, tell the story as he actually said it, because you was adding all kind of stuff into what he said that wasn't really there. So my thing is this: when you add too much stuff to it, was not it becomes unbelievable. When you add too much sauce to something, it becomes unfathomable, unedible. You know what I'm saying? If you add too much sauce to spaghetti, it becomes just a mess. It becomes sloppy Joe. You change the whole dish around. Don't add anything to it. Just do what it do. You know what I'm saying? So y'all not gonna like the video. There's what 40 something haters up in here just watching me. I'm just saying what it is. I have no idea, babe. She said she's taking a break. She said she was taking a break. She said she's working a lot. So, you know, we all wish everyone the best. But yeah, basically right. That's exactly what he said. you know. But yeah, so my thing is, this ain't gonna be a quick one. I just want to come here and just say, I was gonna come on last night, but I was late. I went to bed and moved on. You know what I'm saying? But then I woke up and heard a couple of videos. I'm like, you know what? Let me get my little intake on this because this is just ridiculous. Because it makes no sense that someone is so bored, so desperate for attention, so desperate to have their name spoken and put their name out there to be talked about, what's not, that they willing to insert themselves on some old, stale, bitter tea. Y'all know when tea sits there for too long, it has that bitter taste to it, almost like vinegar almost. That's what was spilled yesterday over there. Then you go behind the Patreon. My thing is this: if you're as bad as no one really cares what you say, but if you're as bad as you say you are, as you tough as you say you are, as bold as you say you are, you will say everything. You know what I'm saying, that you said on Patreon in front of the public. That's what I'm saying. There's a similarity between what goes on, what happened. Like I said, although I still love me some Maddie, that's just a similarity was that what goes on between Maddie and what happened with Sean. If you can talk about people was not talk about them in front of the camera. Talk about them when it is something that someone can respond to. If you want the banter back and forth was not, no one's paying you to hear you talk about them. I'm not going to do that. No, I don't think any smart person is going to pay someone to have them talk about them. His name pays. Okay, yeah. If you actually paying that $5 to go on Patreon, it'll pay. You know, but yeah, my thing is it makes no sense. That's what the similarities are. So yesterday there was a bunch of similarities, a bunch of parallels. The whole story about um, raping and sexually assaulting that came from housewives. I don't know why they chose to, try to recycle that same story. The fact that someone said that Sean was paying or being paid or paying or being a bitch boy to Geo. I don't. No one even heard of that. No one even cared about that. Was not. That was something that that was a very small situation that no one knew about and no one really cared about. No one was trying to insert that story to be anywhere. Um, what's up, Sarah Patrick? How you doing, sweetheart? What is this? Dana Blue, how you doing, baby? Exactly right. If you could have called her, was not, you would have waited 3 years to ask that question. It was something that was burning in your mind and your spirit and your soul that bothered you. You just saw a way, or you thought you had a way in to be part of a conversation that you were not part of. It made you look ridiculous, made you look sad, made you look silly. Exactly, Jaded. It was a quick little read. I don't know you, brother. Leave me alone. Stop putting my name in your mouth. Shut the fuck up. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. I don't get it, but it is what it is. These people don't understand. And that's when then you want to attack Miss Creo, and then you want to attack. 1 second, y'all. Have a good day, boy. Love you. Be safe. But yeah, it even people over there was like, "What are you talking about? What's going on?" Oh, we never heard of that. They heard of the plot from Housewives thing, but they never heard of the part when you inserted yourself into it. And then your explanation of why you inserted yourself into it made no sense because there was still no dots connected. He loves inserting himself and he loves being inserted by people. Just saying, you know. But yeah, it's just that, I just didn't get it. I don't understand it. And I didn't understand the parallels or the correlation to what's going on to the story. But, it is what it is. That was my little input on what happened yesterday was not on that part. And then we have, of course, Reed and Miss Travelosity was not. I don't know what's going on with that, so therefore I'll leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? Because that has nothing to do with me. And the reason why, and let me tell you guys the reason why I actually brought this up, and I'm talking about this and mentioning that man's name. A couple of days ago, old boy mentioned me again. He was talking about the fact that me, Deanna, and Rick, what I'm saying, met up at different times, but we met each other. Well, it's not. And I was gonna let that go, just move on, whatever. Like I said, I'm a patient person. Well, it's not because I really don't care that much. Me being mentioned by that person. But my thing is, as long as you keep on mentioning me, I'll keep on talking about you as well. As long as you keep on lying on me and just talking about me and trying to get my attention, what's not, I'm gonna just keep on telling the truth about you. Leave me alone. Stop talking about me. I don't do anything important enough on these YouTube streets that's worthy of being talked about. But yet you still find some interesting tidbits and facts or quote unquote made up facts was not to insert me into your conversation. Leave me out of your mouth, like Gio said. I don't know you, bruh. Move on. But that's the reason why I'm talking about this was not I'm talking about this individual. Because several days ago, he spoke on me for no reason whatsoever, just to have my name coming out of his mouth. I'm just saying. But until next time, you guys, it's your boy Food Junkie. Please like the video on the way out, you guys. I definitely would appreciate it. As always, don't take in everything that is presented to you as not. Don't ingest everything. Take in things that help you be your best self. In essence, eating the meat and spitting out the bones. As always, you guys, I love you, but it's not important that I love you guys. It's important that you love yourself. Love someone else. Respect yourself. And definitely respect someone else. Until next time, you guys, this is your boy Food Junkie. Y'all have a great day. I'll talk to y'all later. Until next time, peace.